Hey guys, I thought I'd show you what I'm packing for my boyfriend's lunch today. I'm just packing some leftover enchiladas with some leftover chili sauce that I made for the pambazos the other day. What I have right here is all I did was take cold tortillas, corn tortillas, because I think they don't fall apart as much. And I had this pambazo sauce, and all I did was mix in a little water. That sauce is just guajillo chili, onion, garlic, some salt. And I also thinned it out with chicken sauce as well. And then all I do is put a little oil in the pan, dip the tortillas in sauce, and fry it on one side for like maybe 30 seconds, like a minute. And then flip it over, and then you see how it starts to get toasty and stuff. And then I add cheese to it. You can as much or as little cheese as you want, and let it cook till the cheese almost gets melted. And then you basically just fold it over like that, and there you have your enchiladas. Really simple. Try to pick up. And then I just put it over here in this Tupperware dish. And then what I'm going to do is top it with queso fresco and raw white onions, and that is it for his lunch part. That's what he will have. Alright, so here's the enchiladas. Like I said, I have queso fresco, the onions on it, and I also made him some really quick breakfast tacos. It's just egg, jalapeno, onion, salt, and tomato. And that is going to be his lunch today. I'm also going to put a little piece of this queso fresco like this in with his tacos, and that is it. So all I do is I take this. This is his lunchbox. It's pretty small, but it works. So just take it, and he already has the snacks that he didn't eat the other day because the boss ordered him pizza. So just take this hot and cold pack. I just boil it for 4 minutes in hot water, and then let it sit there a couple minutes. And he said it actually works. Like, it doesn't keep his food hot, but it doesn't make it like cold like it usually is. It makes it stay warm. So yeah, and then all I have to do is get his drink cooler ready. He takes 2 coolers, just because he works in like a field, and he can't take his lunch with him in the field. So he takes his cooler so that he has something to drink, and they provide water there. So he really takes like pop or flavorings and stuff. So that is it. That's his lunch. I'll show you when I'm ready for his cooler. Alright, so here's his cooler. Yes, it's dirty, like I said, he works outside. He has a Coke, Monster, one of these mango drinks, and the only thing I'm going to do is I have just a tray of ice, and I'm going to put it down there, and that keeps it cool. And that is it. That is everything for his lunch today. Hey guys, I thought I'd show you another lunch idea. Right here I just have, let's see if it'll focus. Alright, there it goes. Alright, I just made some pork yesterday. All I did was mark down like pork cubes. It said pork stew meat. All I did was put it in water and boil it for a couple, like almost like 30-40 minutes with just a lemon squeeze and salt. That's it. And then when it was done boiling and all the water evaporated, all I did was cover it with water. It's not like I like drenched it in water, just covered it with water. Once that evaporates, I just rub this, or just like sprinkle this all over it, this applewood rub, and then put a little bit of oil in it and let it saute for a couple minutes. And that is how it turned out. And then I just have a can of refried beans that I used yesterday, and I had a little bit left over. So all I did was took some queso quesadilla and put on top, melted it in the microwave. I just have some leftover white rice. So that would be his lunch. And to go with it, I also made a really quick salsa in my food processor. The only thing I did was boil 3 Roma tomatoes, 1 jalapeno, and then I keep cilantro in the freezer for salsa. All you do is just chop it up, put it in like little ice cube trays, fill it with water, freeze it, and it helps cool the salsa down really, really fast. So again, that's just tomatoes and jalapeno, salt, cilantro, and then I threw in like a little bit of an onion. It was just like half of this, so you can see it's pretty small. And then I just have some chips for him, an apple, and then I'm going to heat these tortillas up in the microwave. They're like the yellow corn tortillas. I'm just going to heat up 5 of them in the microwave, wrap them in foil, and then I'm just going to give him one of these. It's just like a Mexican bread. It's just the pineapple one. You can see it's just like a taco looking thing with like pineapple filling. It's kind of like kind of reminds me of like puff pastry kind of. And that is it. That is so far his lunch part. So I'll show you when I get it all together. Alright, so ready to pack his lunch. What I have down here is just a hot pack. You can put this hot or cold. All I do is boil it in the microwave for about 5 minutes. Let it sit in the hot water for like another 2 to 3 minutes, and then just wipe it off, put it down here. And then first I will put his lunch again. That's the pork and the rice and the beans. So I'll just push that down. It's hard to do this one-handed. And then I'll put his tortillas so they stay warm. Or sometimes he likes the food on the bottom and the hot pack on the tortillas, but this will be fine this way because there's a lot of stuff today. And then just his salsa inside his tortillas. And then his that Mexican bread that I was talking about. All I did was just wrap it in like a plastic bag. And then his chips and his apple as well. So this is like packed today. And the chips are from the other day and the apple is from yesterday. So sometimes he eats a lot, sometimes he doesn't. I just like to pack snacks just in case he's hungry. And then over here, this is going to go in his cold cooler. He also has a Coke that he's taking that's over there as well. He takes like a little mini cooler, fills it with ice. So he has this Monster, a little yogurt drink, and a Mountain Dew. And that is everything for his lunch. Hey guys, I thought I would share my boyfriend's lunch again today. What he has is some leftovers from yesterday. They're just beans, or not yesterday, day before yesterday. They're just beans I cooked on the stove, pinto beans. And then after they were cooked, I added salt, Knorr chicken seasoning, and then I added some hot dogs, chorizo that was cooked, jalapenos, onions, and green pepper. So that is in there, so it's just like beans. And then over here is just some shrimp that I sauteed in a little bit of oil. And then all I used for the seasoning was this tahini seasoning. That's it. And they were already cooked shrimp, so all I did was just have to warm them up basically. And then I just have some queso fresco that he can put either on the beans or on the shrimp tacos. And then here I just have some salsa de arbol that I just made super fast right now. All I did was soak like a handful of maybe like 6 or 7 chile de arbol and blended it with 2 tomatoes that I blackened a little bit on the stove and salt. So it's just like a really simple salsa. And then I have his tortillas cooking over here, and then in his cold cooler he has 2 Gatorades, a Monster, and Mountain Dew. And that is it for today. What's for Francisco's lunch today is I just took leftover black beans I cooked in the crock pot. I mixed it with some cheese, jalapeno, onion that I cooked really fast in the skillet, and coconut oil, and a little bit of chopped up pork that was left over, with a little bit of salt, and a little bit of the sriracha salt, and that's what it looks like, with a little bit of shredded cheddar, and just my quesadillas that I have leftover salsa, and that is it.